with Ben, and I am going to ask him some questions that you guys have sent in. To get people a bit more in the mood of fitness this year.
Yeah, great.
Ben, what's your advice for somebody who is completely new to working out and really wants to get into it and get into the gym?
Okay, I would firstly say that you need to have a structure in place. Look at kind of the next at least 4 to 6 weeks and start to try and plan your diary around that. Because ultimately it's obviously going to be the consistency that's going to get you to the next goal.
Yeah. And what's more important, or what's your advice? A lot of people get confused with diet and working out.
Okay. Generally speaking, the rule of thumb usually is branded around as 60% food, 40% exercise, but really they are hand in hand.
Yeah.
If you're looking to just kind of get healthier generally, then I would say first start by exercising and kind of keeping your diet around what you've got, and then start to work the diet in, because that's generally the harder part. And by doing the exercise first and foremost, you will actually start to work harder, you'll start to burn more calories, so you will start to get some small results.
Yeah.
And then you can start to look at the diet.
Now, one thing that I've always been interested in is obviously on Instagram and all these fitness pages, you see everyone taking protein.
Yeah.
Where is that actually needed in a diet? Does everyone who wants to get fit need to be taking protein supplements and protein bars? When should you be using these?
So supplements should always supplement a good diet. Okay, so if you're having what would be considered kind of a detrimental diet, then I would say the supplements aren't going to do much.
Yeah.
Protein generally is something that we recommend, or trainers recommend, because a lot of people don't, especially females, don't eat enough protein. So it is important. It's important for muscle building, and also when you're then toning, when you're burning fat and then having the muscle toned. But generally speaking, you can get that from natural foods.
Yeah.
If you're eating enough protein, whether it's from chicken or whatever it may be, even if you're vegetarian, you can still get enough protein. Okay, so it's just about measuring that and making sure that you're getting enough in. And if you're not, then maybe look at a good quality shake.
And also, say somebody has a really busy schedule, say something they're like travelling, or they just can't get to the gym that week. Is there something they can do at home, or what do you think is the most beneficial thing that they do that week to make sure they're still seeing results?
Good question. It actually came up this week because a lot of clients here in the city obviously travel quite a lot. The main thing we always say is keep progressing. Okay, so when we task our trainers here at No1 Fitness, we always task them with not trying to just find a solution, but to find progressions each week. So even if you're going away, make sure you're tracking something. So generally speaking, what we found anyway, if it's a business trip away, obviously the mind is on the meetings, and you're probably tired from the flights. Sometimes the same with holidays, and sometimes the eating goes out of the window and we start to really overconsume with foods that are really calorific. Okay, so if you are going to be doing that, just make sure that you are, for the first couple of days, looking at what you're making better decisions, and then start to bring some sort of exercise in. So if you're doing something in the hotel, whether it be a gym, whether it be swimming, whether it be just in your hotel room, getting up and just doing some bodyweight exercises, do something for at least 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, and do something at least every other day, and you'll still maintain for when you come back.
What's your best advice about how to stay motivated?
Well, apart from obviously getting a personal trainer, get a gym buddy, get someone that you go to the gym with, hold yourself accountable. Because as you both start to get results, it will kind of keep you both motivated.
Yeah. I find sometimes as well, like, it's about just having a positive mind frame and not focusing on other people. I think a lot of people go to Instagram for motivation, when actually that can bring you down. Like, if you're focusing on what other people are doing too much, and on, all these unattainable bodies with people that have been working for years and results, I think it's about staying positive and keeping your eye on your own goal.
Completely. Yeah, completely. Have that goal clear, whether it's drop a dress size or guys want to maybe bulk up, and give yourself a reasonable time frame, so that you're not just literally making yourself fail. And stay clear to that, because obviously Instagram is Instagram. It's not real life.
No. It can make you feel worse sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're looking at,
definitely.
you know, all these people.
You know, a lot of images might not be actually from that time period, right? So just stay true to your goals and, you know, you'll get there.
Then if someone has a really busy lifestyle and, you know, they're really struggling to find time to work out, how many times a week and for how long a week do you think they should be trying to get to the gym?
Good question. I mean, if you live in London, then it's going to be difficult, but definitely you should be going to the gym or doing something at least 3 to 4 times per week. Okay, if you can do the 4th session, then it's great, and that'll make a huge difference. Ladies that are looking to kind of get toned, especially now for the summer, get yourself to the gym, focus on your lower body as well. Your legs will not suddenly get huge, they will just help to tone the rest of your body as well, because they're big muscle groups, okay? Also look at the amount of walking you're doing during the day. Get up, get out. You know, 10,000 steps a day compared to doing 2,000 steps a day is going to be hugely beneficial to fat burning.
I noticed when we were doing our training that it wasn't just, you know, the standard lifting weights. It was a lot more using your body and moving with it. So I know that movement and mobility is a massive trend at the moment. So talk to me a bit about that.
Okay, so it's becoming more at the forefront because obviously through Instagram more education can come out, but the reason why it's so important is that when you're doing your exercises you need to have the mobility to actually do the full range of movement. Okay, so if you're going into a lunge you need to have that range of motion through the hips and the feet, so that's where we would be coaching you through that, making sure that you're doing certain movements to engage in the right muscle groups. On a flip side, so kind of the aesthetic and why you want to be doing it for toning purposes, is obviously that we are, you know, skin and all our tissues, as in bodily tissues, need to be stretched, need to be worked. Our bodies are not designed to just move up and down and move forwards and backwards. They're designed to twist and rotate. So the more that we can burn fat in those other multi-directional movements, the better we're going to be toning all around the body, rather than just the mirror muscles, should we say. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us today, Ben.
No problem at all.
It was some very useful information to try and get myself back into fitness in the new year.
No problem. Thanks for having me.